Hi everybody, it's your girl Chocolate Beauty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into it. So the episode opens up with the ladies preparing for Cynthia's wedding. Cynthia, who is getting a lot of backlash because she has a lot of people attending her wedding during the global pandemic. And she admits that not everybody at her wedding tested for COVID. It was something that she wasn't going to enforce, but she did hope that they did take the COVID test before coming to her wedding. Felt as though that her and her fiance were reckless. I mean, I understand that you want to get married and you want to have everybody that you love there. The fact that you're not only willing to risk yourselves, but you're going to also risk some of your guests who did take the COVID test and did abide by the rules for other people who did not. It's just crazy. The criticism is going to be there because you decide to bring your relationship and bring your life onto the camera. So of course people are going to criticize you about you having a wedding during the peak of COVID. So Eva, Kenya, and Candy arrived to Cynthia's house because they are bridesmaids in her wedding and she's about to have a rehearsal dinner. And Kenya, being herself, just tired, delayed, and through, decides that she wants to bring up the whole conversation about Bolo. Like, this is not the time or the place to talk about Bolo. Cynthia is trying to get married. Girl, stop it. We are all sick of hearing you talk about Bolo. But anyway, during the time that Cynthia was having her dinner rehearsal, Shamia decides to have a girls' party at her house. She invites Portia, Marlo, and Drew, and then later Latoya shows up. And Latoya, I'm going to be talking about you in a second. So Marlo decides to have a conversation with Portia about that she feels that Portia has been different towards her ever since she made up with Kenya, and she's not going to allow Portia to dictate on who she could be friends with. And Portia was like, well, that's not the problem. I just feel like the timing was off. And also there were certain things going on with Kenya still putting fuel to the fire about the stripper Bolo by putting hashtag it wasn't me on a picture. Soon after Kenya posted that, Marlo put up a picture of herself with the same hashtag saying it wasn't me. She feels that Marlo is being shady. And Marlo was just like, no, I have her blocked. This by coincidence. I didn't know that she used the same hashtag. My nephew came to me and said that there's certain things that's going around online about you, about this stripper, and she said that she wanted to clear her name because her nephew was talking to her about it. She said it was just a coincidence. Like I said, Kenya is tired, delayed, and through. Okay, she's tired. She's pressed. She's bothered. She is the church mother. She is the nosy neighbor. She is the miserable auntie. So that's the reason why it's becoming an issue. And you're coincidentally doing the same things that Kenya is doing online. So you can miss me with all of that. You blocked her. You don't know anything that's going on her page. That's a lie. You could easily have other people following her to find out what she said. And y'all could easily text each other. You don't have a peach, Marlo. You're going to do whatever you can to stay on the show. Even though I feel like Marlo is relevant, she has to do extra just to maintain her spot on the show. So Latoya comes in. Now, Latoya, child, girl, honey child, girlfriend, child, honey. I don't even know what to say about you sometimes. It's like sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Hey, you come into this party and at first everything was going good. You had a positive vibe about you. You know, you was lit and everything was all good. And then you just went left. You just completely switched like the Beautiful Mind character. You got some type of issue going on. Child, I feel like you need to be sitting in somebody's chair talking about it. You just went from one extreme to the next and it happened so quickly. And it's just like, how do you escalate so much so quickly out of nowhere? It's like you pull drama out of thin air. This is like, wait a second. You like one of those people who like to fake fall in the supermarkets and then sue. That's exactly how the way that you are. Pretend, jump in front of a car and pretend that it hit you when it didn't. That's the kind of dramatics that you give. It's like you're scatterbrained or something. And now I'm not coming at you because I'm a tad bit scatterbrained myself, but you take it to a whole nother level. It's kind of just like your mind is on scrambled eggs. I need you to stay focused. How do you go from having fun with Drew to then cussing out Drew? For no reason. It's like something switches in your brain. It's like you go from, hey, now I'm having fun, this and the third, blah, 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 let's turn up to. That's why your husband don't like you. What? LaToya personality reminds me of that sunny day that you go outside. It's so beautiful outside. You going for a walk. You know, you just take it in, everything that was going on around you, everything that's beautiful, and all of a sudden, a thunderstorm comes out of nowhere, just ruining your day. Now, you outside, you don't have an umbrella, you getting all wet, and by the time that you get back home into your house, you soaked, your hair is all messed up, your clothes is all messed up, you just ruin your whole entire vibe. That's the kind of personality that Toya is. Like, she goes from a sunny day to a thunderstorm within 3.2 seconds. So it's Cynthia's big day. And unlike her first marriage, she is not nervous. She has a different feeling towards her fiance. She really likes him as a person. She loves everything about him. And she just wants to spend the rest of her life with him. And she looked absolutely beautiful on her dress. Her wedding was beautiful. Before her wedding, there was some drama in between Portia and Dennis because of the rumors that's going on about the stripper Bolo. So after Cynthia's wedding, Portia and her ex-fiance Dennis meet up to have a conversation. Now, I can understand why Portia is mad because he put it out there like they were still together and they weren't broken up. So it plays into the narrative of her doing something behind his back. It's just painting a picture that's untrue. And that's why she's so upset about Dennis putting things out there about saying that he's single. Like, you've been single for a while. Painting the worst picture of her in the media. So I can understand why she felt that his statement was problematic. You've been single all this time. There's no need for you to say anything. Just stay in your lane. We're no longer together. I didn't have a child. I wouldn't even be talking to you because I dislike you. It's just like a person who don't have anything to do and just wants media attention. Just put their own stuff in the mix. And people know that you're connected to this person, so they will just associate what you're saying to what is currently going on with this person. And that's not fair. So she had every right to check him. He needs to shut up and keep it cute and only focus on co-parenting their child. So kudos for Portia for standing her ground and giving him a piece of her mind. So I'm interested to see what's going to go on because we know that more than likely they're going to continue to drag out this whole story with Tanya, Portia, and the stripper Bolo. But I'm really interested to see what happens in between Marlo and Portia. Do I think that Portia and Marlo's beef is real? No, I don't think it's real. But it will be interesting because, you know, there has been times where people have done fake fallouts and then fall out for real. At the end of the day, when it comes to Portia and Marlo, they have a genuine love for one another. But like I said, people have conjured up fake beefs and then end up beefing in real life. All right, you guys, thank you for watching my latest recap on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 13. Hopefully, I'll see you next week. Ciao.